And hello, everybody. Welcome to Adventure Rolls Revenants Wake. We are so glad that you are here with us for the continuing adventures as our party is heading on to Westgate. And so, with that, when last we left our heroes, our party was adventuring within the city of Cormyr, within the country of Cormyr, specifically within the city of Marsenburg, where they hope to be able to find further information regarding all their travels as well as reunite with Ophelia, which they did, and also found out that there was further corruption within the city, as well as even more intertwining of the various cults and activities that the individual party members have been experiencing, with a larger goal attaching to the Withering Oblivion. From there, finding the Captain Sarah of the Ford Breaker, our party managed to hire her on to go ahead and take them to the dangerous city of Westgate, where Rosa and her family are from, in hopes of being able to provide and find further information regarding the whereabouts of her mother and father. After having a brief interaction with a silver dragon that was summoned by Bahamut, as well as the Lord of the Air, finding out that further information, even still, that the cultists and the like may be hunting down this dragon for the nefarious means. And from there, we pick up, as currently the rest of the day has gone on largely without incident. The calm of the ocean going up against the boat itself, rocking back and forth. Clouds are starting to slightly form overhead. Not completely like there's going to be a storm emerging, but definitely slightly overcast. As the sun starts to set off on the horizon, painting with the beautiful various colors from the bits that you can see emerging through the clouds. From there, is there anything you all would like to do? As the evening starts to set in, there is a nice meal prepared, or prepared by, looks to be Hatham.
Nothing in particular.
Just be getting ready for a ritual. That's probably all I'd be doing, is getting set for that.
Okay. So, with that, as
how does he say he's doing that? Can you remind me?
Yeah.
So it's like my normal dream, or not, but like spirit walking thing, and seeing if I can connect to him, essentially, and find him.
Because he was flickering in the
yes
thing. Okay. That makes sense. All right. Rosa would probably be hovering around, see if she can help. I don't know if she can, though.
But yeah, with this, we'll say if she can provide anything, how would she be trying to provide? I'll ask this.
I don't know if they're set up or if he wants her to look up some stuff in the book, maybe to help him.
I'd hand you my book and ask if you can find anything that would help me spirit walk and potentially find him. If he's sort of alive and sort of not, and whatever that might be.
Yeah, this weird in-between state. Yeah, go ahead and make a general investigation check throughout the book to see if you are able to find it.
Perfect. I'm going to use one of my starry things. I rolled all ones on this. 14.
14. As far as this ritual is concerned, you're not able to find anything in particular regarding what would improve this. However, for 14, what you are able to find is that individuals who are somewhere in between the states of being alive and dead, there's a chance they could be found on the likes of the fugue plane, where the deceased go for judgment, or potentially anywhere else. Maybe that's more closely aligned with their god, potentially. So there's definitely a chance that they could be found within a spirit world, or potentially even the astral sea, or not astral sea. No, yes, the astral sea. So there's always a chance that they might be found that, but not in a completely full state. It's a theory, but there's nothing that's necessarily been confirmed about it.
Okay. So yeah, I'll let him know. Like it's almost maybe narrowing down some areas to search or different things to focus on.
Thank you.
So, if there's nothing else that anyone is doing for the rest of the day, the meal you have is fairly basic. Basically, chickens as well as a little bit of bread and grog and that kind of like. And eventually, as the night does begin to descend, you all go into your watches, I presume?
Yeah, I think Alize will probably take the first watch and do that flying near the crow's nest again, like before.
Okay.
And have Cal also do the same.
Okay.
I don't think Gideon's would, if he even tried to go to bed, he probably wouldn't be falling asleep at the moment, so he'll also stay up during the first, and then his watch, being like at the bow of the ship, kind of like leaning over, looking out in the water and stuff.
Sure. And also, Hatham and Ophelia are open for joining on watches if people wanted.
Yeah, maybe.
I would just ask if I can forego a watch and really dive into this so I can focus on it, basically.
Oh, so we
you
could-
have to pull your apart. Like, come on. Kidding.
Oh,
I was gonna say that's yeah, good idea to ask the others to be like, hey, Rezavin needs to do his thing.
Yeah, don't worry. You know what? I'll cover your watch. You're good.
you should sleep, though.
Totally. For sure. Heading to the bed right now. Goes up to the
Alize's
front ship.
gonna take out a pocket watch and then cover it and tell Rezavin, I'll cover your watch.
That's your watch.
Yeah, but here, you hold it.
Okay.
I got you covered.
Okay.
Anyways,
Hatham will look over and say, I think she's messing with you, lad.
Oh,
it's called physical humor.
okay.
Yep. Good luck. It was to help you not be as nervous and to take your mind off if you're nervous and just loosen up.
Okay.
Good luck.
Anyone's
I feel
ever
like it's
told
just this-
Rezavin to loosen up in his entire life.
It's just this rotation of, okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
This world is so weird.
so any other watches for the rest? There's still like second and third open.
I can do one. Yeah, doesn't matter. I would want to take the watch that is more likely he would be doing something. I know he's going to be doing it most of the night, but
Yeah. So that actually does beg the question. So, Rezavin, when would you be meditating to focus on connecting with your father, and when would you potentially try to get some sleep
I think I would.
or sleep? Quotations.
I think I would plan to go for majority of it and then I'll just rest after.
Okay. All right, perfect. So that'll be pretty much be all of it. So Rosie could do second watch since he'll be doing stuff then.
Okay, I'll do it then.
And then we'll have Hatham and Ophelia do the last one.
Awesome.
Fourth.
Third and fourth,
Fourth,
yeah. Third and fourth, yeah.
Okay.
So, right. So, as you're going, you see some slight stars peeking through the various clouds up above. Alize and Gideon, go ahead and make for me some perception checks. As torches are lit at the bow and the back end of the ship. So
22 for me and a dirty 20 for Cal.
18. My only character that has perception right now.
So, as you both are maintaining your watch, looking out into the various distance, and you do see ships traveling at night that also seem to have various lights up to help everyone see where the other vessels are. Some that are massive in size, like freighters and frigates and even galleons, all brandishing various colors of the Dalelands and potentially even that of the Cormyrian Empire. Going off into the various areas, it's weirdly calm out here. Is there anything you all do while you're waiting or watching?
Prior to going into my trance,
Yes.
I'm going to pull out my bones and I'm going to ritually do augury.
Okay.
And with the intention of going in and searching for my father as the activity.
Yes, correct. All right, just taking a quick peek. Yes.
I was just gonna say also Delia saw that. The bones comment.
Ah, yes. Okay. All right. So basically, you're trying to figure out if the results of him meditating are going to be good or bad, that kind of thing.
That's the thought. I
All right.
mean,
Yeah, just
seeing if there's any direction it goes in.
right. Yeah,
So.
because augury is one of those weird spells, folks. So
It could just be real bad if I do it, so I just want to know that before I do it.
hey,
So,
you never know. But with that, as you're kind of taking over the bones and kind of taking them and like rattling them around, throwing them onto the ground, you hear them clatter against it, almost like dice. And as you are looking, they land in specific ways where initially you look over and you definitely do see that there's a mixture of good and bad elements. That doing this could potentially lead to, and you are wise enough to deduce that this means that it could potentially lead to results that you are looking for, but also maybe answers that you may not necessarily want or be ready for.
just kind of like slide them into place so we can like look at them all, and just sits there kind of contemplating everything beforehand for a little bit. Looking at them.
Perfect. So, let's see. Gideon and Alize, as you both are kind of up top, looking out at the sea, you do see what kind of looks like almost floating above the not necessarily above the surface, but definitely right at it. As an hour passes, you start to see almost a spotting of various colors, like reds, blues, yellows, and greens, kind of floating off in the distance. And it does seem to be almost approaching your ship. It's fairly long in its width and depth as well.
Can I have Cal? He's not necessarily going to get that much closer, like, to the surface of the water, but he'll
Right.
fly further and look.
Yeah, he's able to go ahead, take a look. It is going to be farther out, so it'll be a little beyond a mile, so you won't necessarily be able to see through your vision.
Oh, it's that far out?
It's probably approaching about 5 miles out, but even at sea, 5 miles, you can still see a pretty good distance.
Okay. I won't have him go out that far then, because that's going to take him quite a while to get there. Any inkling?
Make nature checks.
Who's manning the helm right now? Is it
Right
first
now,
mate captain?
right now, it does seem to be Sarah is currently managing it. Seems like she'll probably switch off with someone later down the road. Most likely,
I got a
Captain-
6. Uh-huh.
Captain Sarah, do you know what that is? He just kind of yells.
And Cal also got a 6, so...
Yeah, Alize and Cal, both of you are unsure what this is just because you're unfamiliar with sea life necessarily.
Mhm.
But as you call Sarah, she kind of looks, makes sure that the helm is in a good position, kind of walks forward, boots clinking against the wood, and she looks out, and there's a slight grin. Y'all haven't been out to the sea all that much, have you? I take it.
Not in a long while.
Up a river.
Well, she kind of turns away. You won't be seeing something like this out in the river, there, lad. This is a rather rare sight around these days. Those are jellyfish, my friends.
Oh,
Yes. Every once in a while, during various seasons, they become bioluminescent like this. Potentially
Wow.
to attract prey or mating season. But it is a beautiful sight, oftentimes known as a jellyfish bloom.
it's really pretty. But they're not going to attack us suddenly and
No.
have teeth and... Okay.
No. Jellyfish are, well, I'm not going to say tame, but as long as you maintain up here and don't jump in with them, you'll be fine. If you jump in, they'll sting you, and the sting hurts. Depending upon the type, you may even beg for death.
Well, was going to stay out of the water anyways. Good reminder not to.
Yes. According to legend, those even off the shores of, what's the island's name? Schult. There are some that are even so deadly and venomous that it hits you and you'll be gone within 30 minutes.
It's powerful stuff.
There you-
Is Hatham or Ophelia up here?
No, it seems like they're getting the rest for the secondary, for like the second half of watches.
Okay. And Rosa's sleeping too, or are you helping? Okay. Well, I'm sure the others probably would have liked to see this, but
Well,
just us
I'll
three.
show him in the morning.
Yeah.
I can duplicate it a little bit with illusions.
She looks out and just, as you all are this vessel's starting to go over, and the area around the ship is almost illuminated by the jellyfish. She just looks. With all the things y'all are doing, there are dark things ahead as she kind of looks up at the sky. You just need to look for the beauty.
Cheers to that.
She gives
That's a
nod.
good reminder.
Also, can I steer the ship since you're not steering it right now?
Well, I was gonna head on back, but I'll say go ahead and make persuasion check.
Well, he's half doing it. That's a 6. His heart's not into it right now.
She'll look and say, letting you steer the ship, not necessarily giving you instruction, I'd be more than happy to.
Well, maybe later then.
Yes. One thing you have to understand, going off by just a small fraction in the long run can lead you in an entirely different direction. Can take you miles or hundreds of miles off course. One simple deviation.
Makes sense.
Same with flying. You have to feel the wind currents.
In many ways, yes. And that she
Not
gets
the same with the glaive. You just got to re-swing it.
We all have our strengths and weaknesses, it appears.
Yeah, apparently I get controlled in the mind a lot, so that's my weakness.
And with that, she gives a nod, heads on slowly on back, grabs the helm, and starts positioning it and motioning into the direction of Westgate while maintaining focus. So, with that,
Cool. I think Alize will go back up and just watch the jellyfish, and then Cal will stay over the surface and kind of just like wants to play with them, but knows better.
mm-hmm. And so, as your watch starts to come to a close, but as we're jumping into that, most likely during your watch, I would assume Rezavin would probably start the meditation.
After a while of kind of staring at the bones, he would slowly pick them up and put them away and then begin his trance.
Okay. And with that, that'd probably be about the time that Rosa would be starting her watch. Just to create a little bit of simplicity out of a lot of this.
Timing.
So,
he's doing it in sight of me?
yeah, how you doing, Rezavin?
So is there like an underneath, or is it just all up top?
Yeah, there's
How
underneath
much?
where y'all would have, where the barracks largely are. Hatham is currently in a fairly deep sleep. Ophelia is as well, kind of like one leg hanging over a hammock, kind of just in deep sleep.
Okay. I think I'll find the quietest spot underneath inside
Okay.
to do this.
Yeah, fairly easily done.
So not in sight of me. I don't know where my watch is. I guess I can
That-
walk around though.
You could absolutely walk around. It'd probably be more up top since you're also keeping an eye out for dangers and the like.
I think like I'll do a little patrol and then I like run downstairs and I go check on him. And then I'll like do a patrol and then I run downstairs. So that's my
Rosa, you can stay down there. I'll do the watch up here. I told Alize to go to bed. I'm gonna help cover his watch.
Oh, you're gonna double?
Yeah,
I'm sleeping in
yeah.
the crow's nest, by the way.
She's up there. So.
Curled in a circle.
Yeah, she's just boop.
Oh,
Cal's still
man.
keeping an eye out.
My,
You know the whole the feather thing when she like lays on it and covers herself.
She's teeny.
but my back just hurts thinking about
Mhm.
that.
Yeah,
Ouchie.
I got it up here. You just keep watching
Okay.
Rezavin.
Okay. Yeah, I am a little worried. So
Oh.
thanks.
Jellyfish.
Huh?
We were gonna wake you up, but good thing we didn't.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
So,
Don't fall down the stairs. All right.
Well.
all right. With that, I'll say we'll cover, since Rezavins will probably take a little bit, we'll cover Gideon for your second watch, and then Rosa, go ahead and make a perception check as you're watching Rezavin for any signs of Matrix style he's taking damage.
Yeah. Okay.
We're just suddenly in the air, just jostling back and forth.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, should I, like, are you conscious before you go under, or?
Oh, yeah. Fair.
I mean, prior to it, yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I would just say, hey, good luck, and, if you need something, try and tell me. I'll be sitting here.
Okay. And, like, with a trance, too, like, it says you are somewhat, like, conscious and aware, so you probably could talk to me, and I can hear you still. So, just, I'm focusing on going
You're
out.
off somewhere else. Yeah.
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 Because I've communicated things to you guys that I was seeing even before. So
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
So, yeah.
Yeah, actually, if you, I'll just, keep. But anyway, I did, a 14.
Gideon, and for your next bit?
13.
13?
He's
Right.
a little more staring out of the jellyfish, kind of like it's lost in thought more than he was with the first one.
Yeah. And at this point, the bloom is starting to fade ever so slightly, and the night is definitely starting to weigh in as even the bit of the chill against the ocean starts to hit you. I will say, since you are pushing, going a little bit later, go ahead and make a Constitution save for me.
Cal is gonna be sitting on the side and trying to, like,
Right.
just interact with him.
Gideon? Oh, shoot, go away. Come on now. I forget what it was. 17.
17. So you definitely are feeling the exhaustion going, but you are able to push on through and keep on going. And with that, Rezavin, as you start to enter into this trance and enter into tapping into the ethereal plane of existence where the ghosts and other spirits reside, what do you do?
quick question ahead of this too.
Yes.
So with my ability to kind of talk with the dead and gain a proficiency when something,
Okay.
I don't know, like, because it's technically not a skill, but is there like spirit walk proficiency or something like that I could get it for this, or
Tell you what,
whatever that might be?
we will throw that under religion. Because typically for 5e, they throw in things that have to do with undead spirits and other planes into the religion category. Typically.
Okay. Is there a way it could be connected to wisdom, though? Because it's more of like a sense of stuff I'm trying to do rather than like a knowledge of the world. So.
Right. And I'll say, just because of what you are doing specifically and tapping into your knowledge of Neuralis, I think there's enough justification to allow this to be a wisdom-based religion check.
Okay, sweet. I'll take that.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So I will connect with the spirits and kind of connect that way, and then I'll say a little prayer for guidance, and then get ready to go in.
All right. Yeah, as you kind of do so, you meet what appears to be almost like an elderly-looking woman elf, and she kind of, and this is how you be able to communicate with the various spirits within the realm. And she spends a little bit of time instructing you on how to reach out. And you pick up that her name is Julia.
Okay.
All right. And so, with that knowledge with Julia as a bit of a guide of sorts, kind of hunched over ever so slightly, you swear you see almost like the glasses almost on the bridge of her nose, even as a spirit. It's very odd. But as you start to reach out, go ahead and make for me that wisdom-based religion check with proficiency.
4.
With guidance, yeah.
Yeah. 13 plus 3 plus 5, so 21.
21. Okay. As you start to reach out, you feel the various tendrils of the various spirits that reside out here, where it seems like they have very either they have unfinished business or the tendrils are fading as though someone is starting to move on to the next life. You, as you're starting to reach out to your father, Oren, I believe I'm pronouncing that right. That looks like that's how it's pronounced. You suddenly get a little bit of a almost like a pulsating noise that feels connected to something out there, and it feels almost pulsating within your constellation on your forehead where your father's star would reside.
Just in case anybody's down there, I'll whisper, I think I might have found him. And I'll start moving that direction.
All right.
I can hear that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can hear anything that Rezavin is speaking out loud. If Rezavin specifies he's speaking out loud, you can hear him.
Okay. Yeah. I'll be like, okay, good luck.
And you hear Rose's voice, but it's kind of echoey and ethereal, and it speaks almost like it's residing over the entire plane. And so, as you start to follow the thread, you keep on going. And weirdly, the thread doesn't seem to be going to another plane. But you keep on going, and eventually you find yourself at a strange port town. One that seems to be just in a state of ruin, with ships that were once on the sea thrown inland and just cast in and scattered and torn asunder. Some seem to be being formed into almost makeshift houses of sorts. And you just feel the pulsating coming even deeper and deeper.
Do I see any identifying locations in this place, like signs?
Make a perception
Anything
check.
like that? Am I still able to guidance myself like as I go, or is that?
I'll say for these purposes, because this is where we're getting a little weird, but I'll say for these
Yeah.
purposes, I will allow it.
Okay. Oh, nice. 20.
20. Things always get weird when you deal with the spirits in D&D, folks. So with that, as you're kind of looking around, you don't necessarily see any identifying factors outside of a generic symbol for like a tavern. Though the tavern seems to have like a mug with two cutlasses at the very back, almost trying to form like a skull and bones type flag. Various shops, but as you are looking around, you swear you see a cloaked human seemingly almost like gathering up a bundle of sticks. It almost seemed like trying to make a fire of sorts. And he just slowly walking, but his back is faced to you, does not realize that you are there.
Just any resemblance to my father. If you look at him.
As you look at him, go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. That's a 24.
As you're looking, the height doesn't seem to match your father at all. But you swear you've seen that cloak in those boots before.
Where?
And as you're kind of trying to figure out where, he's like, the streets of Arkenbridge, maybe?
Trying to remember everybody we encountered there. It's not Connor, I'm guessing.
And as you're thinking that, you see him turn around and is indeed Connor.
It is Connor. Okay. Does it look like nice Connor or mean Connor?
It looks as you're kind of looking, it seems like the kind version of him. As he's kind of looking around, he's being obviously very cautious, kind of goes off seemingly almost to like a makeshift hovel that he kind of made for himself to create a little bit of fire for warmth.
I will kind of slowly approach him. I don't think I'd try to be stealthy and sneak up on him.
Okay. So just so you know, you are on a different plane of existence technically right now.
Okay, so it's like a layer on top of where he is then.
Basically.
Okay. Yeah, I will kind of approach him then. And I guess not trying to draw his attention if he can't see me, but
right.
I think as I get close to him, I'll kind of reach my hand out and like sort of like rest it on him and just kind of say, "Stay strong, Connor."
As you see him kind of setting up a fire, you see him kind of look up around. That was odd. And he kind of pulls out his letter, puts it back, and one day I'll see her again.
So, from there, I guess I'll see if I can sense any more of a trail lead anywhere else.
Go ahead and make a religion check again with wisdom and all that.
That one's a 19.
19. As you are searching and getting this pulsating sound and feeling You realize it goes almost a little bit almost not necessarily to the outskirts of this city, but you just look and you see what looks to be a ruined castle structure off in the distance, and it seems to be emanating from there.
And this isn't like a weird, like, two different places kind of merging together. This is
Correct.
like, okay.
Yeah, this is not like two places merging together. There's a lot of ruins and castles and D&D and stuff. Gotta love it.
So I will whisper again out for whoever to hear. I'm with Connor. I see a ruined castle.
Weird that he's where it's the same place.
The ground does not look like ashen and barren as what you saw as what was seen previously with Rose's parents. It looks like typical grass and dirt and things like that.
Yeah. It seems like it's here.
Okay. So you're close.
Maybe. Is the castle ruin like the structures we saw in the woods and under the city?
As you're examining it and looking at it, it does not seem to be the case.
Okay.
Can you describe anything else about it? Like, I don't know if I could roll, see if I know like what this is, or
You can go
if
ahead.
you could describe it to me.
Yeah, if Rezavin, well, you can go ahead and make a history check to see where you're able to recall with the descriptions of Connor and a ruined structure and the like.
Okay. Oh, a nice 4 on a guidance again. I like that. History -1 to 18.
Oh man, I'm rolling like horrifically today. 2 6s and a 4 so far. But am I rolling a history?
You
then,
absolutely
too?
can, since
14.
okay. So since this was fairly recently, you recall that Connor was stating somewhere that he was heading with people that could potentially assist him. Was Illipur. And 18 with that 18, Rezavin, especially this being related to you, you remember Keelik was planning to head to Illipur because he had heard rumors of a potential abandoned miracle fortress.
I wonder if this is where Keelik is too. Wonder if this is the fortress he said.
That would check out, considering everything. Or if he's not here now, he might be on his way.
If my father is there, don't know if people aren't there also.
You mean like other followers of Murko?
Yes.
Yeah. It's probably good to be really careful.
I will be careful going. And I'm going to proceed forward, but probably a little stealthy now.
All right. I'll say go ahead and make a stealth check. And while you're stealthing forward, Gideon and Rosa, outside of Rosa obviously engaging with everything that's going on here, is there anything in particular that she's doing?
I would probably take Rezavin's hand just so like if he feels like he needs something to be grounded to. But and I don't know, just watching the area in general and him.
Right. So he obviously just seeing a potential abandoned fortress of one of his god's enemies. No doubt there'd probably be tension. and but
Yeah.
as far as how much that assists Rezavin, that is entirely up to you, Mark. But as far as that is concerned, Gideon, is there anything that you are doing on your watch outside of contemplation?
Not really. From like if he's walking around and just looks down the stairs, is he able to see them, or they're probably more like back in a private area, right?
They're more in a corner of sorts.
Yeah. Well, just
All right.
doing his thing and just looking out and yeah, same old.
Perfect.
I guess just because I'm here, when I take his hand, I'll cast Owl's Wisdom. Just so he has advantage on wisdom checks.
I like
Take
it.
that.
I
Yeah.
am here for it. I like it.
Okay.
So, all right.
Who are you casting that on?
Rezavin.
Rezavin.
Who?
Oh.
Ha
Uh,
Why do I hear? Why do I
dab
hear?
bleed over there?
Why do I hear Owl City playing in the background?
Owl City.
Yeah, that's a reference to the
That's the take.
that's a reference to like the 10 people that remember that Owl movie from Zack Snyder.
Owl movie.
Yeah, no kidding. Owl City randomly starts playing in the middle of the movie. I hated it.
It does it really?
Yes,
I didn't know
I'm not
that.
kidding. It's the stupidest part of the movie.
That's
Anyway,
amazing.
So Rezavin, as you slowly start to approach over the various fields and hills, you do see that there are trees. This fortress is made of just blackened stone. And the walls are ruined and torn to bits and shredded just due to years of disarray. What was your stealth check?
And I'm assuming I don't get the advantage with the cloak because it's weird separation, or
We'll say there's some weird separation going on, so probably not.
okay. And it's a 25.
Tw-
Pretty low.
My man. He was looking for that 30. I love it. So as you're going, moving ever so gently forward, your footsteps barely making any sounds, partially being in the ethereal plane. And as you're going, looking about, you approach basically the first wall of sorts, and you're able to find an area where you can kind of look on in.
And do I hear or see anything moving inside?
I'll say
Or feel a pull?
yeah, I'll say for
anything like
that,
that?
go ahead and make a perception check. Since this is wisdom, it'll be with advantage.
Sweet. Perception would be 19.
19. As you're scanning and looking at every part, there doesn't seem to be any presence currently up on this top area. That being said, over what you swear is one of the doors to one of the main centerpiece, like the main castle area to this fortress, on the interior of the walls, with the 19, you swear you look and you see what looks to be a pit trap.
Pit trap?
to where potentially even getting people caught in the trap or potentially getting them caught somewhere below into potential prisons. It's hard to tell from this distance. But there are clear iron braced doors. One bite is slightly off its hinges, but you definitely do feel, even with the 19, a pull inward going toward the gate of sorts. And okay,
How does interacting with something like a pit trap work in this weird, like, do I float over it, or how does that
we'll deal
work
with
with this?
because you're technically on the ethereal plane. Again, there really wasn't a consensus that I could find on this. Basically, it seems like this is meant more for those like on the material plane.
Yeah, I don't need to worry about it. So
Yeah.
Okay. So just try to log it away.
Yep.
And then I will proceed forward, I guess.
All right.
Keeping an eye out for anything else, staying quiet.
Sure. Go ahead and make another stealth check for me.
I'll just whisper to Rosa, there is a trap at the door. Just so she can remember to.
Okay, trap a door. Check. Don't fall in it.
28 for stealth.
Okay. As you start to approach, heading to the door of sorts, even with your passive perception, you're able to hear the sounds of voices below. You can't really make out what they are talking about, but they're deep and guttural.
Yeah, keep going.
Go ahead and make for me another stealth check.
Um 25 again.
Right. Right. As you are scanning and descending down the steps, you see that you almost come to like a T section of sorts where the two stairs go into a large opening type area where it seems that people are resting, drinking, having food. There are members in various states of armor and lack of armor, usually wearing robes, but each one you see has a symbol of a triangle with a skull in it. And off in the distance, you see what looks to be an elven man adorned in full black armor, white beard, and kind of a slick back white and gray hair. Seems to be going at his food a little bit. Eats it. I was wondering when you would come. As he kind of points, he seems to have spotted you. Or at least is aware of your presence.
I will physical body whisper to Rosa, if anything happens to me, take care of my book.
Oh my, don't do anything. No. No, don't let anything happen to you. If you can't talk, squeeze my hand and I'll shake you out of it.
Okay.
Feel free to speak, boy. They might not be able to hear you, but I can.
Do I recognize this guy at all from anything?
You recognize him as one of the last people in the room as you were being jettisoned from your home. He was in the far back.
There's a rumble of thunder right as
Yeah,
you
that
said
was a really
that
loud
too.
thunder.
That was like perfect timing.
It was scary.
Oh, I'm so happy. Anyway.
Yep. I'm gonna move slightly to see if he tracks with me or not, and see, like, still sensing where my father is, I guess,
Right.
in
So
relation to this.
make the religion check, but as you're looking, you see that his eyes are perfectly tracking you.
Okay. Ooh, that advantage got rid of a nat 1. Thank you. 21.
So with that, you definitely feel the pulsating stronger now. It's not on this floor, but it seems to be going into the depths of this place. He kind of steps forward, the armor clanking, and a little bit of a cloak bellows behind him. Wish you were here. Be much easier to take that book off your corpse.
You'll never get it.
Of course we wouldn't. It's the righteous spirit that apparently your deity has decided to bless you with all those wonderful gifts. Kind of takes his fork, is kind of gesturing to you. But clearly, as you can see, my God has also blessed me with such wonderful gifts as well.
How do you think he will treat you when you fail him?
I could ask the same question to you, boy. Or should I say, how your father will think that you failed you and your entire people.
I do not fear them.
Oh, fearing isn't the question here. I'm talking humiliation. That you let everybody down. Would you like to see your father?
At this point, can I switch to see if I can sense my mom?
Yes, you absolutely can.
I'm going to try to do that and see if it's similar direction or different.
Yeah, go ahead and make that check.
It's a good roll. 27.
It's also here. It's a little stronger.
Same spot?
Similar spot, but seems to be in a different area. So below, but kind of different area of sorts.
If I'm getting that sense, can I just like cycle through people that I knew from like my sister and other people I knew from my group and just see if I can pick up anybody else here?
For simplicity's sake, given how your checks have been, you're largely able to sense that there's a good chunk of people here. Just estimating for any ones that maybe get interrupted or anything like that. But it seems like this is where your people have been held. So let me ask you, How many have you been able to detect?
Why would you do this?
Do what?
What you've done?
What I've done. What I've done is nearly trying to find the answer to that of the question of death and prevent it. We're not meant to die. The grave, it's unnatural. We're trying to find ways to circumvent that. And if a few souls here and there are meant to be sacrificed for it, then so be it. But the needs of the few outweigh the needs of the many.
You aren't trying to stop death for everyone. You're only doing it for yourself.
Well, myself is definitely included within everybody.
But not the people who you need to take to do it.
Well, like I said, he kind of puts the plate down and the fork. And the needs of the few. Their lives, they can be spared. But they're worth taking. But I'll be willing to make a trade with you. How about that? You provide me that book. You bring it to me. And I will consider letting your people live. You will definitely live. You and your friends.
Like I said, you had your shot to get the book, and you missed it. And now, it's not me alone anymore. Now I have them with me.
Is that so?
Right as this time, I feel like Rezavin could probably hear Rezavin. Hey, are you like, what's going on? What's like being really kind of a pest?
I think he's like
Freaking
squeezing
out.
your hand more and more at this point. It's like slowly
Okay.
getting tighter and tighter.
Okay.
Let's see. He is just grinning at that, and with that, let's see. Rezavin, I'm gonna need you to make a wisdom saving throw here for me real quick.
All right.
With a -2 penalty.
Okay. That just takes away my bonus. I got a straight 15 then.
All right. And with that, Rezavin, you feel like someone's trying to pry into your location almost.
Is it successful? Can I tell that?
It seems like it was barely. It was almost a successful attempt, but you're able to tell that someone attempted to scry on you.
Okay. I'm sure we'll see you again. And I'll depart.
And with that, he just gives a slight nod with a raised wine cup and takes a sip as you vanish.
Kind of sit up a little straighter as I see Rosa there.
Whoa. Okay. Good. Hi. You with me fully? Count to 5.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I don't know what that accomplished, but I think that means you're good.
found them.
Like specific location?
With Connor, where he is. Where Keelik went.
Okay. Old Merkel fortress, you said?
Yes, I think so. I think he tried. I talked to someone. I think he tried to find us. I
Someone
don't
saw
think it
you?
worked. Someone who can do what I can do, I think.
Like one of Merkel's people doing what you can do?
One of the people who was there when I was sent here.
Did he say who his name was?
No. But he's an elf with a white beard and black armor.
Okay. I am assuming not. Would that ring any bells at all? If he's famous or something?
The DC would be very high, but you can certainly attempt. You can always try.
Okay. Might as well. History.
Cal's gonna come down there as well.
Yep.
13.
I
bet that hit it, didn't it?
It hit it right on the head. That was 13 is the highest DC possible.
Knew it.
With that, that honestly could describe so many different leaders, especially for that of Miracle.
Yeah, okay. Okay, that doesn't sound familiar to me. What did he say? He was waiting for you? Or he just saw you?
I think he thought I would come at some point. And he saw me.
What did he say?
He wants the book. And I said he couldn't have it.
And then, did you see your family?
They were down from where he was. I don't know how much more my father has.
Could you sense a little more like what was going on with him?
I don't know. I didn't want to go down there. I didn't know what might happen if I did.
Like if there's a trap or something?
Yeah, if he knew I would come.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do something that would make you mad.
Oh, you being in fear of me is not like the best, but also I really appreciate you not doing something that killed yourself. So, yay.
I'm not afraid of you. I just don't want to make you mad.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Good. Well, good. That was smart, honestly. Really smart, because you still got information. But now you're free to do something about it. Instead of in trouble.
Yes, but now I'm worried about Keelik. what might happen to him.
Well, he's not stupid. So I'd hope that he's smart about how he does things. I don't know how we could get a hold of him, but maybe we could find a way.
Yeah. If I was better, I think I could. But I can't right now.
Yeah. That's a handy one. My dad used to use that when you're a minute late going home from curfew type. Anyway, yeah, I know what spell you're talking about.
Yes, I was reading about it. It's really confusing. You have to count your words that you do, or it doesn't go through all the...
Yep. That
That's
cuts
really-
off.
That's a lot to think about when you're trying to do a spell.
Keep counting more fives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I mean, yeah. Well, you'll get there. But, okay, so how to end then?
Well, he wanted to trade the book for me being able to live and maybe my family and others.
Okay.
But I told him that I wouldn't do that. He had his chance for the book and he missed it.
Well, I feel like you'd probably want to try and help them soon.
At some point, we should. But there are other things that are important too. That if we don't do them, other bad things might happen. My
Wow.
people and me all know that death isn't the end. So if we die to do something good, it is worth it. So I think keeping this book safe is very important. I don't know if I'm ready to go and fight them yet. There was a lot of people there. And I think he knows how to do things better than I can do things. So I think I need to learn more before it would be good to go there.
If you had like a thought, how long do you think your dad has?
Is there any soul strength since I
What's
got
the meter?
It's over 9,000.
Oh
As
my gosh.
you're examining, we'll say this will probably be this will probably justify a wisdom-based religion check based upon what you were sensing.
Okay. And because it was during the time with the
Yeah.
wisdom bonus advantage.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
okay. Sweet. again, thank you for the advantage because I rolled really bad on my first roll.
Yay!
But that brought it up to a 26.
26. It really depends. Based upon what you were sensing earlier, it looks like he could hold on for a decent while. However, if they crank up whatever they're doing now, that could obviously lessen his chances of lasting a while. So it could be upwards. It could be anywhere like a couple of months to potentially just a few 10 days, but it's hard to tell, especially now that you know that the enemy has a lot of things they can do.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. If nothing changes, I think he can be okay for a while. But that's if nothing changes.
Yeah, and you definitely just said to him, I'm not giving you a book. So I'm not saying you did anything wrong. I'm just saying the way that these people operate. You know, they're not just going to go, oh, okay, well, we'll wait. You know.
Do you think me going there might have killed my dad?
Dang!
Cal is like
Cal hears
trying
that.
to get
God.
in. Yeah, Cal's gonna jump in Rezavin's lap and try to like purr and comfort and just like he pats him. As much as the cat looks like he's giving sympathy, he's not gonna wake Alize up or anything. He's just listening.
I just picture Cal jumping on Alice's face, like slapping her with his paw. Wake up!
Uses the claws.
Yeah. P.S. Mark having a comment like that is basically him with me in mishaps with Eleanor's kid all the time. Is these like horrible questions, and you're like, I don't. I think that anything that is seen as some sort of form of a resistance, people like that will push back against. I don't think that means you've killed your dad, but it does mean that you didn't cave into pressure, so they're going to increase the pressure. But they also know that you cared enough for your dad and your family to come looking for them. So I don't think they would cut off that means of pressure immediately either. Does that make sense?
There's always the rest of my family, though.
Yeah.
What do these people care about besides themselves?
Oh, for pressure on them?
I'm not even trying to think of hurting them.
Right.
But just they only think about themselves.
Yeah. It's really bad. The question you ask is a question I've asked myself my whole life, and I've never found an answer. All I know is it's horrible to be on the receiving end, so I'm really sorry that this is happening to you and to them.
He's back to his wrist, picking at it. But
It's not like I'm like the type that's like, oh, let's go do all this dangerous stuff, you know that, but if you feel like there's a time where things are fading out and we need to go, I would go. You wouldn't even have to convince me.
I think you are the nicest person I've ever met.
Oh. I think you're the nicest person I've ever met, so. It's mutual.
You know I do the same for you. With your family.
Yeah, I do. That's why I keep pushing you to do it with yours, too. You give a lot to other people, but I just want you to be able to take care of yourself and who you love, too. You know? That's important.
He, like, looks like he's thinking about something and it's kind of like awkward, like twitching a little bit. And then is this when you hug people?
Oh my gosh, yeah, you can hug me.
Consensual hug. We love it.
Is this the moment right now?
Gideon's popping his head down at the bottom.
He has another ring. It's like holding it.
So he'll lean closer to you and start to give you a hug. And
You're rolling for hug.
you hear a little sniffle as he does that.
No!
Well played.
Oh no!
Cal
Oof.
just tries to purr harder, but he's definitely going to be telling Alize about all of this later.
The tea. Yeah, I'll hug him. I'm like really good at hugs too, because I'm the oldest sister and I'm very comforting often. So I even like rub your back a little bit and I just try to give my best like comforting hug ever.
Yeah, he'll just kind of sit there for a little bit.
Yeah.
So
Thank you, Rosa.
Anytime. We'll do this, okay?
Okay.
So, as the weight of everything that has just unfolded and come to Rezavin's revelation, that's where we're going to take a break for tonight. We'll pick up from there. Lots of interesting things to discuss and go from there. Not going to miss it, folks. Stick around. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. If you're just now joining us, our heroes had a very interesting discovery regarding the whereabouts of Rezavin's father, Orin, and his potential location within that of Illipur, as well as confronting a dangerous foe that has revealed himself. And from there, as Rezavin and Rosa, you both have a rather emotional moment of encouraging one another. Gideon, you are currently topside. Is there anything you are currently doing to finish out your watch?
No, just looking at the sunset.
Yep.
He's got like a couple mementos in his hand that he's twirling.
Right. So,
leaning on the railing, just kind of in the bow.
right. As you finish out your watch, Ophelia comes up for hers. And Hatham will join eventually, also making sure to take the helm and watch over things. As you all finish out your either trances or rests for the evening, the rest of the watch largely goes on without incident, as the following day you wake up and the boat is rocking a bit more, but it's not intense. It seems that just the winds have picked up a little bit, but nothing that would categorize as an intense storm to go through. Though, as being waken up, Sarah is currently taking care of some of the sails.
And just to clarify as well, Gideon did not go to bed. He stayed up.
And in that case, if you stayed up all the way through, in that case, gain a level of exhaustion for me. You will not gain the benefits of a long rest.
Yep. He's going over end tonight.
So with that, everyone else, you are able to gain the benefits of a long rest.
Long rest.
As you see, it looks like Atham is making a very quick breakfast. It's basically something just oatmeal out of a pot, but definitely has a bit of coffee made. He looks over to you, Gideon, and just goes, "You look like you could use this."
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. He like splashes his head with like water, and he's like already like combing it. But I'll take it.
Fair enough. It's out of a very simple like clay mug.
Perfect.
Gideon, why didn't you take any rest?
I don't know what you're talking about. Probably just missed it. It's all good. And he like already was walking out to the top. Like just avoiding the answer.
All right, if you're a grumpy
Beautiful
old
day
man.
out. Yeah, I'm the old man. You remember that. You respect your elders.
So, as you all...
I did think of... So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off again.
Yeah, you're good.
Sorry, I did think of one thing Gideon wanted to do. He'll ritually identify... I've been meaning to do this for so many episodes. The dice he got from the psychic. He still doesn't know how to use them.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Because he never went back to learn it.
Right.
It's like Fortune's dice.
Yeah, that was gotten like over 10 episodes ago.
Yeah, it's been a while. I've been sitting here every single episode, and then I'll forget. I'm like,
well, okay, you have plenty of time to be able to ritually cast Identify on these fortune dice. As you're able to kind of look at them and see what they do, they are an item of sorts, where you're looking to see, you can almost roll the dice to a certain extent or even attune to them. And when you do, it will allow you to have a single reroll of a weapon damage die per long rest.
should have done this like a 10 day ago. Shoot.
Yeah.
He's like rolling them in his hand like all night long, and he just thought about identifying with it.
Just gonna make sure. Yes, it's a single weapon reroll per long rest.
Cool.
And it is a tune-in. That's one of the things that's not on D&D Beyond just yet, but it should be. For some reason, I was having issues making it on D&D Beyond with its interface. But I should have.
Yeah, no worries. I can remember it.
Yeah, I'll even just send an image to you later.
Now I'm done interrupting you. You're good to go. Thank you, DM.
You are totally fine. So that'll take you about 10 minutes, give or take, of that casting. And as the day largely goes on, again, you see more vessels. I'll say at this point, everyone can go ahead and make a perception check.
Also, would Rezavin have told everybody about how it went? Or?
Yeah.
That is a fair question. What would a Rezavin do?
The morning.
Yes, I would fill people in.
So this will happen
Probably
before
our group specifically, but
yeah, this will happen before the perception check. So
Okay.
Alize will ask if Rezavin would like a hug as well.
Sure. Yes.
Okay. She's very happy about that.
So, he is all right? Your dad?
For now.
For now. Good. Do we have an idea of where this castle is?
I think where Keelik went. Where Connor is.
How's it? Do we have a map? Where's that on the map?
You might want to. I mean, yeah.
Where was that again?
So it was Illipur, which is on the Dragon Coast. It is.
Ah.
Yep.
Well, shoot, we were just there. Not good.
I mean, not
Too far
really.
from here.
Yeah.
Oh, kinda.
We can go along the coast and backtrack just a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Sure.
Yeah, it's actually not that far away.
I mean, it's a lot closer than Arrowdale or something.
Yeah. That's good to know.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you think we're ready to do that?
No. There's a little waver in his voice when he says no, but
Well, then we'll get ready.
We'll make sure we're ready.
the sea gets them all.
We love you, D.
She's gone. You're muted now.
You're muted. Don't worry. You're fine, D. You're fine.
That's a fun quick edit. Wow, Hathan, that coffee is strong.
I didn't expect it to make it that strong.
I swallowed a bug. It's fine. Happens all the time. What were we talking about?
Ophelia's kind of looking. I believe we were talking about Rezavin's parents.
Yeah.
5 out of 10, by the way.
Thanks. I actually had a worse one off when I was muted like 2 seconds ago too, and I was like, "That's the rest of them. It's fine." No, it's not. All right. Sorry.
But we have things to take care of where we're going.
Well, and can you track? You can keep tracking. Your family's health, sort of, right? Like, can you tell if it's getting worse?
can try and see.
Because the more we, if it starts to look like it's getting really bad, then we can maybe think about doing something faster.
I think that might be a trap they try to do.
Yeah. Mike's just
Thank you.
losing it over there. Only focus on this.
It is.
Channel your inner Rezavin and just
I think we stay focused on what we are doing.
we
We
can
don't need to change our plans.
stay the course, and if we, I mean, everything's interconnected in one way or another. I'd wager at Westgate or going down to, is that Tezir? The other town.
Next to it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if we make our way along the Dragon Coast there to Illipur, if we do find out information, we're gonna have to get back to Cormyr in some way, so who's to say our journey won't take us over there?
Hey, Fee, have you ever heard of a guy with white hair who follows Merkel? And what else did he look like?
He was an elf and had black armor.
Well, it's not a lot to go on.
It's not, but I feel like you hyperfixate on this stuff sometimes, so I was just curious.
I'll draw a picture of his face. How about that?
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Good. So as you go ahead, draw it, and she's gonna go ahead and take a look, and she'll look and goes, "Huh. I have seen drawings of this man before. I personally don't recognize him, or I should say I don't remember his name.
Okay.
Information recall wasn't necessarily my area of expertise. Don't look at me like that. But she goes, but
yeah.
there is at least a drawing of this man. I believe there actually might be information of it if it hasn't been ransacked and maybe in Dad's study.
Oh, really?
Well, I mean,
Has he been paying attention to him?
Well,
Or was he?
It wasn't uncommon for our parents to keep track of potentially dangerous folk within the Dale Lands, Cormyr, or even the Dragon Coast.
I guess it is close enough if he was worried it'd be something bad. He might be able to go down there.
Yes. I believe I saw information about him there.
Okay.
But I do know I've seen the drawing before, and that he is well regarded within the Miracle Church, but beyond that, I can't tell you much regarding a name or anything like that.
Would Gideon had ever come across anything like if he got in trouble with anyone there, or if it's totally separate?
I'll say you can certainly attempt a history check to see if he's able to recall anything regarding this man.
Or even the Merkel Church and stuff. Nope. 7.
Yep. The odds of you even working with the Miracle Church would be slim, if anything, just because they tend to stay underground. They don't want people to know that they're part of the Miracle Church.
I just realized I always thought people were saying the Miracle Church, but Miracle Church. That that reframes a lot of things now that I think about it. I haven't heard of them.
Good point.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me at the slightest that you probably wouldn't have heard of him. Tends to try and keep low to the ground. Imagine even Dad's study, if he does have any information, it'll probably just be a name, and that's probably about it.
Yeah. Her name is more than nothing, though, so...
Yes.
Okay, good to know, though. See, I knew you'd know something.
I know things. Not a lot, but I know things.
You know things.
I know important things.
Yeah, you just retain only the important things.
Exactly. Unlike you, which remember everything, because everything's not important. But
Well, that's not true, but okay.
she
You'd
laughs
be
at that.
surprised how much this information she can pull up out of nowhere that actually becomes quite useful.
And how much of it is based on Drit's novels?
Stop! Don't be!
I mean, a good 33%.
33.
I feel like I'm right back at home around the table watching my kids spat. It's very entertaining.
How many times did she dress up as Drizzt?
That will be things between sisters. We'll keep it at that. But it was a lot.
So more than one. Good. Got it.
She had a Katie Bree phase for a little bit.
Yes.
Or Catty Bree.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That would be who she would cosplay as.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Whew.
All right, so with that, as you're finishing up the rest of your breakfast, at that point, you all can go ahead and make perception checks.
Oh, and Rezavin, you missed it. The jellyfish did this the other night, and he just does a little illusion showing him.
They were beautiful. They glowed like little stars in the sea.
That is a lot of color. It is nice.
Figured one day you can show your family that. That's a natural 2023. First natural 20.
Is this for
in a long time.
perception?
Perception, yep.
I also got a
18
23.
Nice.
wins.
I rolled horrifically again. 9.
Alize?
18. And if I'm rolling for Cal, 17.
Okay. Rosa, just there's a lot of going on in the sea right now with various vessels clearly going on in different paths. It's hard to make out what's going on, but also probably Ophelia's there just messing with you a little bit, probably distracting you.
A little flustered.
Yep. But the rest of you, as you're looking about, you're definitely in. For those of you who got, everyone else, you're looking off in the distance, and you see what looks to be a vessel that is going against the wind. It seems to be coming in your direction, potentially. For those of you who had a 23, you'll look up and you'll see that currently it is not flying any major colors.
Well, that's not a good sign. We might have company.
Yeah, it's a ways off, by the way, so it's not like coming at you, and you guys are going with the wind, and they seem to be going against it.
I'll just kind of yell out to Captain and be like, "Over there yonder, why don't you take a glance?"
She looks, pulls out her scope, kind of glances at it. Yep. That's as I thought. It doesn't surprise me. We are approaching Westgate after all. And within this region, very well could be pirates. Not flying any colors of any kind, but specifically going against the wind. That's most concerning. But there's really
How
only,
do you often... Oh,
as I said, there's really only one ship that I know that even looks like that. It's a ship known as the Wicked Fang. could potentially be a dangerous crew.
How do you usually deal with them? What do you think
Well,
works?
Well, she kind of leans up against. There are a few things. We are on a small vessel. We have exactly one gun. She looks. That is a frigate. It has multiple guns. They'll be able to blow us out of the water. So a straight gun-to-gun fight, not a good idea.
Not to correct you or anything, but we have 3 guns. That one, this one, this one.
She just stares at you.
I can toss him into the water.
All right, I'm just gonna do push-ups then. All right.
She goes, with that, she looks at. However, there's one thing that we do have is that we have the wind on our side compared to them. There's a chance that we could try to outrun them, but a small vessel like this, unless you all have any means to be able to increase its speed, it's a sailing vessel, however, I suggest that we try to outrun them, unless you all want to try and talk your way out of things. Sometimes they may just try to board us, take our goods, and then part ways as well. We are currently not in a shape of where, again, a gun-to-gun slug match wouldn't necessarily go well.
What do you do normally when you're by yourself?
Well, when I'm by myself, I usually try to run for it or try to go for the nearest port. The nearest port in this instance, she kind of looks out. She takes out like a little bit of a sextant and kind of looks up the stars, or at least at the sky a little bit, and goes, The nearest port here, based on my map, would probably be the city of Tezril, or the like. But that would put you on foot to Westgate.
Well, I have a spell. I can do a line of wind in a direction I want. It could go for a minute. I might like help
That can
speed
definitely
things up.
that can definitely increase speed. Are you able to cast it multiple times?
I could, yeah. I could do it, yeah, as many times as like. If I like really just focus on that, I could do it 1, 2, 3, 6 minutes.
So he looks and goes, that could definitely assist us. But would that drain? Is that a cantrip or is that a spell level?
No, that definitely would like take most of what I have. Yeah,
Well, it's an
Yeah.
option.
it's an option.
There's a chance that if we go fast enough and they realize that we are just not able, that we're just not worthy, could be as simple as that. They could just see us as easy prey, and that we'll stand down and be willing to barter.
I mean, if it comes down to it, Gideon and I are good with talking with folks.
Normally. And worst case, I mean, you just get a bigger boat.
She goes,
Get
well,
Take their boat.
taking a vessel like this for one person is not as easy as you would think.
True. I like the wind idea. Give it a try.
If you're comfortable with that, Rosa.
Yeah, I mean, I would rather have that than try and negotiate with people like that or fight them.
See, I mean, I suggest the wind over fighting, so I mean that should be noted.
Right. With that,
I know normally like you don't like us going straight into fights. So.
Yeah.
So-
Mm-hmm.
So she gives a nod. At that point, Sarah goes on, all right, then. In that case, you focus on the spells. We'll need people to go ahead and tighten down on those sails over there to be able to make sure that they're able to catch as much of the air as possible. We'll need other people to go ahead and stay on lookout. And if there's anything else you all have any ideas on to be able to enhance our own speed, I suggest you're able to go ahead and do that.
I got the ropes.
I wish I could aid in magic at the moment. Cannot. I'll keep an eye out.
So with that, Ophelia's, I can assist on the ropes as too.
Can watch for things.
With that, Hathams, I can also potentially assist in some of the wind I believe I know what spell you're talking about. I can assist in some of that. Potentially increase. So with that, Ophelia will be. So in that moment, Sarah gives a little grin to this as she makes her way up to the helm, grabs the helm, and says, "All right, everyone, to stations then. Let's go ahead and see if we can outrun these pirates."
Hi, Captain.
All right, and for that, just for the fun of things here, we'll go ahead and roll for initiative.
Each person, or
Everybody, just so that way we get into an initiative order and see how well.
Initiative's an ability check, right?
Yes, it is.
This is the 4th or 5th 6 I've rolled. I've not rolled above a 10 this whole session.
That's unfortunate.
Evil dice, Rachie.
Evil!
All right, Alize.
You said we're adding the initiative to this?
Yeah, you're doing initiative. Well, what you're doing, we're entering into initiative. What we're effectively doing is a skill challenge of sorts. We're trying to see if you guys are able to escape. So,
okay, dirty 20.
Gideon.
Well, sleeping definitely helped me because I rolled a natural 20 and then a 1 for a 2.
Rezavin.
17.
Rosa.
Everybody just shaking their heads. Mm-hmm.
8.
Okay. That. All right. Alize, you are up first. As you're taking a look, everyone is getting to their stations. You managed to go ahead and head on up to the crow's nest, I'm assuming?
Yep.
All right. Go ahead and make for me just a general perception check just to see what you're doing here is you're assisting Sarah's navigation.
That's a 25 for me. Do you also want me to roll for Cal?
We'll just have you in this instance.
Okay.
So
yeah, 25.
25. All right. With that, you're looking and you're able to see that they are definitely coming on what looks to be your right side, and they're slowly but surely making the way. It seems like they're trying to get the sails up in a specific manner to help increase speed as much as they can going against the wind. But you're able to help and navigate Sarah in specific areas for different maneuvers and trying to avoid rocks that you can see. And with that, Rezavin, is there anything that you are doing?
So I will move to the front of the boat and try to keep an eye out maybe for any rocks or shallow areas that maybe we could try to, 1, avoid ourselves, but 2, potentially draw them into.
I like it.
Slow them down.
In that case, go ahead and make for me also a perception check.
All right. I will guidance myself. That is a 25.
25. As you're currently going, and you do see that there are definitely some rocks just beneath the surface that seem to be coming up from the ocean floor, and you're able to go ahead and start to navigate Sarah, almost weaving through them, getting to almost close to the shoreline, but not too close, to kind of trying to disguise the rocks. So you are definitely succeeding in that area. And with that, Ophelia will go ahead and make an athletics check. And that is going to be a 15. 15 on her part. As she goes ahead and just starts to go and tighten down onto one of the ropes, hold it down, and get into a certain knot, saying, I'm going to need your help over here, Gideon.
Oh, I thought we were still putting our hands in. Okay, I'm coming over.
All right. And with that, Rosa.
Okay, so I'll kind of look around and kind of make it looks like everyone's kind of starting to get ready. So I'll be like, all right, here we go. And I'll stand a good amount of space back so that the funnel of wind can hit really well on the sails.
Perfect.
And then whatever direction the captain wants me to go, I'll kind of point it in that direction. I can basically maneuver myself around the ship to try and push it in a certain direction.
To see how well you're able to manipulate the spell, go ahead and make for me a wisdom check.
Wow, 7 plus 9. So it's a 9.
Put those dice in dice jail tonight.
They're the sheepy dice. They normally do so well for me.
We're on sea. We're not on land. You can't use the sheepy dice.
Sheep tricks.
A 9 total then?
Yeah.
So, for a wisdom check, you rolled a 7?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So as you go ahead and start to steer specific directions, you feel like you're at least catching a bit of the wind. And with that, Hatham looks over and goes, 1 second, I think you're missing a little bit. He's going to go ahead and cast, and Dad's going to go ahead and be a 17 on his part. And he'll go ahead and say, you're going to want to focus up right there.
Oh, that's way better aim. Thank you.
No problem. We're working this together. And with that, Gideon, you are up.
Remember, Rose, when you aim, you got to open your eyes.
I was trying.
We'll go over to the other set of ropes to aid and setting them up.
All right, go ahead and make an athletics check. Again, disadvantage.
He will go ahead and rage just to kind of get the more adrenaline in and pump his
Perfect
arm so he can at least get a fly roll.
All right, go ahead and make that roll.
He said athletics.
Athletics, yep.
18.
All right, you're able. You grab it and you just kind of shake your head ever so slightly, but then that flame fury reaches deep, and you manage to pull it in and tighten everything up. You do see that the boat is getting slightly closer, but not by much. So with that,
What is the distance right now between the ships?
It's probably about 5 miles. So.
Oh, okay. So still long distance. Okay.
Still long distance.
Cool. Wasn't sure if we could shoot the sail or something like that to slow them down, but
no, this is
that close. Yeah.
Naval combat. You gotta.
Yeah.
So
I wasn't sure when you said if they're coming up alongside or not.
Yeah, colonial. Yeah, you gotta love colonial naval warfare. Where it was like, sir, we spot the enemies. Let me know when we caught up to them in 3 days.
Yeah.
So. With that, back to top of the order, as you're seeing them starting to get a little closer. Alize, you are up. Go ahead, and you're still keeping a lookout for stuff?
Yeah, keeping a lookout. Also keeping tabs on where the wind is going naturally, as Hatham and Rosa are doing their own wind things.
Yep.
Because I imagine it's a lot easier to be like, oh, hey, the wind's kind of going this way, so maybe we want to, kind of work with that.
Yeah.
To more of an advantage. So she's monitoring the wind. But she's not flying herself, which I wanted to note.
Okay.
But Cal is. So Cal's a little higher up because he looks more like a giant bird when he's up there anyways.
Right.
So he's relaying the information to her, who's then telling the other two and the captain trying to help him in that way.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check.
That is a 15.
Okay. So with the wind, you're able to see roughly where the wind is pointing and starting to point into specific directions to where the sails can catch a bit more of it, in combination with Rezavin's instructions. So with that, Rezavin, you're continuing to navigate, trying to get toward the rocks potentially.
Yeah. To like switch it up, different skill, you know.
Of course.
I took navigator skills as my bonus proficiency to try to help out with that. So, like, run back, grab some of those tools, maybe, and move towards the front, and like try to get some idea about the wind and maybe how to better lead them into it, like a trap with their
Sure.
natural angle.
Yeah, go ahead and do so. That'll be a wisdom check.
Okay, guidance again. Wisdom. 19, 22, 24.
24. So you're able to go ahead and taking a look at the various maps, you're able to note where potential reefs are located, which you know would be potentially even more devastating to various ships, especially because they can also go deeper out into sea. And so with that, you're able to see where some could potentially locate and almost a potential path that you could go through to act as almost a bit of a buffer of sorts.
So yeah, I'll just kind of be pointing and like shouting back a little bit the directions to go, and assuming they can't hear us 5 miles away.
Yeah. All right. So with that, she nods and starts to steer in that specific direction. And at that moment, you start to see the vessel starting to almost turn to your direction. It is still fairly far out, outside of any range of most attacks, approaching about 4 miles or so. But it seems to be still on your tail, starting to turn and get to the point of where it's at least its front will be facing you. But it is headed in your direction. And with that, Ophelia is up. She's going to go ahead and make another athletics check to go ahead and see if she can go ahead and continue to tie up on these ropes. And that is going to be a 15 on her part. Again, as she tightens it up and just goes, all right, keep on working on this, Gideon. With that, Rosa, you're up.
Okay. So I'm going to try to take in, I keep wanting to call him Hey Mitch, like,
yeah.
stuck in Hunger Games. Hey.
Hate them.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to do that forever. I'll like take in Hatham's advice and then try and I'll do a little better of like aiming. Right. Let me know when I have to do another spell slot for it, because technically it's for a minute.
Yeah.
And if for my bonus action, I can basically just keep doing that.
Go ahead and just we'll say for at least for this turn, you'll go ahead. It's still within the minute. Go ahead and cast. Okay. You're fine, I should say.
Nat 20 this time.
All right.
Wisdom 23.
Combined with
keep your eyes open.
Combined with the tightening of the ropes, this gust of wind is able to catch greater into the sail as you go ahead and manage to keep, and you all feel a little jolt as the boat continues to go on forward through the various reefs.
Yay.
Hatham will continue to do him, and that is going to be a 17 on his part again. Again, jolt again as the sails keep on going. Gideon, you look down and you see on your end, as it does come to your turn, the rope is almost starting to fray on your end.
Well, would it be just simply like tying it, or would there need to be like another way to like secure it?
It could be a potential another way of tying it. It could potentially be a way of securing it. As it's starting to fray, as it looks like it's starting to, the constant jolting of the wind and stuff, it seems to be putting a lot of strain on.
And just for theater of the mind, if wherever it's anchored, if you were to get like a secondary rope, would that help take some of the tension off potentially?
Possibly. And there are plenty of ropes nearby.
Cool. Like run over, grab one, and kind of like do a knot there and be like, Alzay, catch this and tie it up at the top. And I'll like toss it up there.
Okay.
Right.
Should go and
All right. Perfect.
catch
So
and scoop.
you're able to catch, and both of you combined, I'll say, Gideon, you can go ahead and make an athletics check. It would be with advantage, but then it'd be brought down to a flat roll.
That would be +4, so 13.
13. Okay. You tighten it up, and you feel like it's gotten reinforced ever so slightly with Alizé's tying as well, making sure that things are in place. You feel like things might be fine, but it's unsure at this moment. With that, a few you all are keeping on going on, and a few moments pass, and with one last go, Alizé, what are you doing? As you're seeing them get closer and closer, but you can tell that they maybe haven't detected the reefs that Rezavin is guiding you all through.
Okay.
And a few minutes have passed, so Rosa, you'll need to cast again on your turn.
I mean, she's just kind of staying course and making sure all the ropes are also looking good too.
Okay.
And again, just kind of keeping an eye with, well, I guess the Rezavin's doing the lookout for the coral and stuff. Alze was just trying to help
Yeah. Okay.
keep the boat. So
So in that case, I'll say make a nature check just to see about the wind, actually. Or actually, that would be a survival. I'm sorry. Survival.
I will survive. 24.
Okay. Again, continuing able to guide into the wind to be able to help avoid where Rezavin is pointing into the specific directions for the reefs. Things seem to be going very well, and with that, Rezavin, you are up.
Trying to think of another thing to do that'd be fun, but I guess my last kind of moment of whatever is I'd go up to Captain Sarah and ask to borrow her spyglass for a moment, and I'd use that if she lets me
Oh, she does.
to look back at the other ship just to see if they're looking at us at all. And
Yeah.
at that point, if anybody's watching us, like I'll check to see if anybody's watching us first.
I'll say go ahead and make a perception check. You do get a +5 bonus with the spyglass.
Okay, wow.
With the spyglass.
That's
This
pretty
is
sweet.
what they give in the PHB. It's like a +5 bonus.
That's fun.
On top of your normal one. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet. So that brings up to 25 then.
All right. So as you are looking about, you see that on the very end of the ship, you see, or I should say, on the bow as it's currently facing you, you see what appears to be a gray-skinned half-orc with tusks going up. They're kind of shaved off, massive hat and plumage with a feather on the other side, a very much of a captain's coat, arms crossed, arms are just almost built like cannons. And then by his side is a very slender lizard folk. Seems to be almost the first mate. The first mate looks, and then you just see him just kind of lean over, talking to the half-orc, and goes, you just see there's a slight grin and laughter coming from the half-orc captain.
So watching for them to kind of look in our direction.
Oh yeah, they're very much aware of you guys.
I'm trying to get their attention on me for a moment, and I'm going to, once that happens, like I'll just like wave my hand or something a little bit, and then I'm gonna thieves' cant. You're making a mistake. And I'm just gonna then after that, after I see them see that, I'm just gonna try to be a distraction
So
from that point on, so that their focus is on me and not on the water as much
so
to hopefully run them into the
so
reef.
do
What does he
you
mean?
do you wait for any potential response from them after you
I'll watch.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll watch.
So
but
as you're watching and doing that motion, you look over and you see again the lizard folk kind of mumble something to the half orc. There's a grin, and you just see, in response, motioning in thieves' cant. The half orc responds, "Kane Fisher sends his regards."
Kane Fisher. Okay. I'll just real quickly ask, anybody know Kane Fisher?
Can we roll?
No.
Go ahead and roll. Rosa, roll with advantage, please.
I did switch dice, by the way, and this is my second nat 20.
Oh my goodness.
The universe knew it.
Rosa just
26.
looks at
Oh, sorry.
All right.
That's really good.
Rosa, 26. What did everyone else get?
12.
2.
So there's a history.
Yeah, history.
Oh,
That's
16. I actually rolled all right.
So
Hey.
this name to Alize, Gideon, and Rezavin means nothing. Rosa, you recognize this as one of the higher lords of Westgate.
Oh, that's kind of weird. Is he mean or nice?
Is he
what's
cute?
his deal? Yeah. Is he hot?
You know he does not have a... He is not known for kindness.
Is it weird he'd be like chasing down some ships if he's
For-
a lord of Westgate?
For Westgate, not really.
No, that's like like a thing they like to do.
Westgate welcomes all walks of life.
Okay.
I mean, I'll describe what the guy looks like who did this, because he's what, a half orc, you said?
He's a half orc.
So I'll describe that in case Kane Fisher's not a half orc. But
No, he's not. You would know that Kane is typically human in appearance.
Oh, so
Okay.
it might be like on behalf of him. They might be
Yeah,
doing that or something.
But-
Oh, okay. Interesting.
yeah. But with that, Ab describing the half orc and going like, Sarah goes, the Wicked Fang. If that makes sense, she's captained by Cliff Rend. Then that's him.
Yeah, that's a Lord of Westgate over there. So
He's not a he's not a lord. The king.
her.
yeah,
The
the guy
or,
you mentioned is the Lord.
Yeah, but he said the guy sending his regards.
right.
Doesn't mean he's there, though.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Just making
Yeah, I
sure
get it.
because a few
Yeah.
names were said. So
Yeah, no, I was just saying like it seems like they're acting on behalf of him if they're saying
gotcha.
correct.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
But basically, I just want to be a distraction from them to
Yep.
watch the water and more watch me. So I'm gonna, like run around the back of the ship and like do all these kind of crazy things and like try to make them keep their eyes on me rather than on the water to hopefully have them run to the reef.
All right.
Ooh.
Rezavin, what are you doing?
Perfect.
Distraction.
They seem to be going, and with that, Ophelia's going to keep on going. Natural 20 on Ophelia, as she's going to go ahead and continue to tighten things down. And with that, Rosa, you're going to have to
Troll
recast,
sisters.
but you get another wisdom check to see how things go.
Okay. Recasting. Ah, that one was horrible once again. I want to see. I think I have. Oh wait, I gotta roll to see if I can use my wheel woe thing to help me
Whoa.
because it's a new day.
It is a new day.
Gain special reaction. Okay, hold on. Okay, no, I can do woe now, so it's a subtracting. So I don't really want to do that right now. I got a 6.
Right.
I got distracted by this guy.
Yeah, by Kane Fisher.
Yeah. Oh, I know that. Uh-oh.
And with that, Hatham's going to go ahead and try and help out. And he's also a little distracted, apparently, by only getting a 7 there. But as you keep on going, Gideon, you're looking around. The ropes seem to be relatively secure. What are you going to be go ahead and doing to assist?
So now that he finally catches on to what Rezavin's doing, God, I think I get it now. He will get on the opposite side of the sails and wait for the timing where, like, if the ship's going to be coming in, where he could help pull the sails to do like a sharper turn.
Okay.
Once they clear the reef, that would then allow that other ship to like almost like help guarantee that they're going to hit the reef.
All right.
So they can't, just to make it harder for them to like take the same path through it.
Of course. In that case, that will be a survival check.
Oh, okay. I was thinking he'd be pulling the ropes harder.
Oh, actually,
But
no.
survival works.
You are pulling the ropes hard. That would be athletics. So.
Okay, ooh, I'll take that. It's much better than survival. I'd probably be like, what? What? That's gonna be 13 again.
All right.
Thought it was a 6. The line was on the other
As
way,
you're kind of just pulling ever so slightly, going forward and trying to get into the into range, and eventually, as you all continue this route and trying to distract and continue to get them through the reef, several minutes pass as they start to keep on closing in, and suddenly you hear it. As you just hear the colliding sound of wood hitting various reef and stone, and you just see mass panic starting to go up on the deck as you all manage to outrun the pirates.
Rezavin, these can't on behalf of the unnamed. Do it.
What?
Okay, and I'll do it.
The lights, like Gideon's behind him doing the flags and stuff. Right?
Oh,
The unnamed, 'cause
right.
that's what we named ourselves.
Yeah, we don't have a name right now.
Because you guys won't let us sit down and figure it out. So
Well, here's the logic in that, though. If we don't
Yeah,
have a
unnamed.
name, then people
Yeah.
aren't going to pay attention to us. And if we do have a name, then they'll know who we are.
but then the name is the unnamed, so then we get attention being called the
Hey,
unnamed.
guys, we won. That's really happy. Why don't we focus on that?
Yeah, that's why we're
Look at that. Yeah.
Woo.
Woo.
Yeah,
Yay.
Like settles down, like unfires, like range. So I was getting into that, my man. Plus, I was getting on bear. So your sister over here is more muscly than me.
Yeah, I
Like,
know.
the third time she's bested me.
Yeah.
No need to
You
take.
can't
Good
No,
job,
no.
Ophelia.
It's absolutely nothing. I mean, what probably would help if you have slept.
I don't know what you're talking about. Goes away, starts doing push-ups.
Like that.
Sleep.
No.
That's okay. I'll be watching that.
He's going to be grumpy.
I'm not grumpy.
You're right. He's always grumpy.
Whatever.
We say as we're continuing to be helpful in our various positions.
Yeah, but with that, Captain Sarah goes, "Well done, everybody. That was most impressive, especially for those of you who lack sea legs and the sorts. You all showed great mettle and the ability to be able to go out against, honestly, a very intense pirate crew, as it were. And luckily able to avoid such nastiness."
Yeah. Yeah, if they're working... Wait, okay, actually, I'm gonna ask this out of character first. If they're working for the city, is it kind of like one of those, like, mafia, like, pay the tax to get in our city?
Oh, you'll be sleeping with the
Sort of
fish.
thing.
Funnily enough, yeah, pretty much.
Okay, that's... I was picking up on that, but I just wanted to make
Yep.
sure I had that right. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that probably would
we're gonna pay for this later for sure.
It's not our fault they
They
don't know
tried
how
to
to
warn
steer
them.
a ship. Yeah.
Well, it's not surprising that you would encounter pirates. I mean, Dragon Coast is filled with them, and you're headed to the city of Westgate, where all walks of life are accepted and that kind of thing, and that includes piracy, as well as those who wish to do good.
Yeah. It's an interesting city.
But still, you all could be commended in your efforts and your ability to be able to avoid such ruthlessness.
Oh yeah, we always try and avoid fights first. That's kind of like our MO. Fights last sort of thing.
Yeah.
Well, perfect. At this point, as far as I can tell, we're probably going to be fairly safe travels here, especially with our... She kind of points to you, Rezavin, with our friend here being able to navigate us through a lot of the reefs. That'll actually give us a solid barrier.
Get it, reef berry. Good one.
Yeah.
No.
So, as she then walks away, and kind of ever so slightly, the rest of the trip goes on largely without incident, eventually starting to clear up, and the sun, the clouds starting to dissipate as you all start to make your way and clearly heading into the port of Westgate, where you see a massive sprawling city that is inclined ever so slightly, with an upper elevation area where clearly the more lords of the city tend to live and those who are potentially adventurers. While as you manage to make your way into the port, it's clear that this is where the slums are, and there's a massive city wall going around the other exterior part of the structure. There are bridges going about, going over various waterfalls that spread throughout the city that you can see leading out into the port itself. And with that, welcome to Westgate.
Yeah.
As you see, the structure, the houses are very much built in like a colonial type style. Red roofs going to a very certain point in that moment as you manage to go ahead and go to a dock. So I'll take care of the dock master. You go ahead and take care of your various means within the city. If you need me, I'll probably only be around here for an extra day or so, and then I'll probably be making my way out.
Day or so? Okay.
I don't intend to stay here long. Being a woman of my reputation around these parts, well, it'll probably get around fast.
Sure. Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Sincerely appreciate it.
Oh, you gave me a nice little thrill today, so I'll thank you as well.
Oh. Good.
With that,
Stay safe.
she gives a nod, goes back to her things as she's continuing to tie off the vessel. A gangplank has been put before you for you all to walk down. You just see all kinds of people here. This is one of the most eclectic cities that you've been to. You see, just even going through the streets, a collection of tieflings, ganassi, as well as even Azamar, half-elves, halflings, and gnomes. Truly, anyone is actually in this city at some point, and it is crowded in the slums.
Everybody, I was thinking about this the whole way as we were coming in about a name, maybe. The warding bond, maybe.
You don't like the spell?
Sort of, yes.
Do we all get rings in?
I could make some, yes.
Well,
But
I'm just
also-
messing, but I do like the name.
Well, it might be good in case I need to do it for any of you. But just we are a group that tries to protect people and we've grown close together.
I dig it.
We also like all know a lot of clerics, you know.
Good point.
I like it. I think it's good.
It's not a scary, intense name.
It's not. Yeah, it's not like the saddest name I've ever heard. So.
Although I did like a lot of the other suggestions too, Gideon. Sounded very hardcore.
I mean, Death's Embrace was one that I was thinking of. It was going to be a real, light, fluffy one, but I think Warding Bond is pretty good. Actually, funny enough, I was going to throw him overboard just going to bring myself to it. But I was kind of laughing the fact that you went out and got those rings, because he pulls out of his bag 2 more platinum rings. It was I actually had use of these prior, then never got to use them. So
Wait, what is it?
old rings.
Oh.
So
What?
Alize, you could wear one if you ever needed one, and I could hold the other, and there you go. Everyone's got rings that Rezavin could use.
I don't know if I feel right taking your sentiments.
Oh,
From you.
it's fine. I'd give you mine, not hers.
I'm gonna insight check. Your like thumb is bigger than my entire waist. What are you talking about?
I was gonna put on my pinky. Come on now. Yeah, I didn't think about that part. Thinking on magical items. Don't magical items usually like resize? But I guess probably not on these.
Yeah, they're basic.
Not these ones.
They're basic rings, so.
I mean, they're used for magic. I don't know these things. I don't know how these things work. But yeah. Anyways, I'm just saying, just funning up. That kind of works out.
That is very.
But I
nice.
like the name.
Yeah, that's nice.
It
Now we
has a
all
good
have
feel
them.
to it.
So where to?
We can still think about it if you want, but
Oh. We all agree. Right?
Do we have to introduce ourselves with that as I mean, in the past, it really depended.
We just like wait till someone asks us. I don't know.
Put my hand around Alize and be like, I'll get Alize on board. It's fine.
No, I'm just thinking of all the other groups I've been in, and it's just very entertaining that sometimes you don't really want to like say the name, and other times you're like chomping at the bit trying to be like, oh, give me an opportunity to say it.
I think all the bad guys know who we are by now.
Yeah.
They're not going to know us by that name, though. They're just going to know us as those meddling kids.
But sometimes a name can bring hope to people too.
True.
So if that gets spread around, maybe it will help people who are scared.
I like that idea.
That's what one of my former friends, he was a paladin, and he came up with our group name, the Silver Dawn. Rising Hope. Same sentiments. I think it's very fitting.
He told you I get Alize on board.
All him.
So then, as you all have this conversation, eventually making your way through the streets of Westgate to head to either Temple Saloon or Rosa's old home. As we're going tonight's session. All right. Good session tonight, everybody. Lots of fun lore stuff. We're finally in Westgate, and we are exploring things about Rosa, her past, and her family. Going to be very interesting to see what comes next, folks. You're not going to want to miss it. So, thank you all, as always, so much for joining us. We are always happy to have you all along this journey with us. We can't wait to see what comes next. So, see you next time. Until then, keep being awesome. Cheers. Hey there. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, then consider subscribing to be notified when more go live. Thank you to official artists Rachel and Dee Lee for the character art. You can follow them under their socials Pip400art and Raphaziel respectively. If you want more D&D actual plays in between Revenants Wake, consider checking out games run by Mark and Mike on Twitch and YouTube under Marquee Gaming and Bardic Dice. And as always, thank you for the royalty-free music done by Kevin MacLeod, Ivan Dutch, Critical Role, and the Dungeon Playlist. Thanks to everything in the description below. And with that, we'll see you all next time.